Hello guys, I am Nidhishri S. Pagalwadi, your science teacher, Sankalp Learning Solutions. So in the last class, we discussed a lot about the chemistry topic regarding the chemical reactions and equation, what all the chemical reactions happen around us and what are happening. And also we learned regarding the types of chemical reaction. Do you remember we learned also regarding the photosynthesis, right? So photosynthesis is also a chemical reaction. So today we are going to learn about our cell, what wonders are happening inside our cell and also in the plants. Yes, we are going to learn a lot about the processes which are going inside us, which are necessary to stay alive. So we know that we categorize the things as two things, that is the living thing and other one is a non-living thing, right? So how can you say a thing as a living being? How can you say a thing as a living being? Suppose if you want to say that I am a living being, how will you say? You will consider the characteristics like a movement. You will consider the characteristics like respiration, growth, reproduction, as well as response to stimuli. Means if you question something, I will answer. So these all are the characteristics which say us that this is a living being. So how these all characteristics happen inside us? There should be some process. There is a process for everything. From preparation of tea to everything we have a process. Means inside us many things are happening, so many processes are taking place inside us, right? So these processes are so much important that if these processes are not there, we can't stay alive at all. So such processes which are needed or which are necessary for survival of living being are called as life processes. Why these are termed as life processes? Without these processes, no life. No life means no living thing or no living beings, right? So this is a very wide and very interesting chapter. Please watch continuously, means don't miss any session of it because it is a very interesting and very good chapter. Fine. So in the life process, as I said, first of all, let us learn step by step. Now you want energy. For energy, you will eat the food. So once you eat the food, why you will eat the food? Will you eat the junk food always? No. Your mother will prepare a tasty as well as the nutritious food every day. Why? Because it is necessary to maintain the balance in the life, to maintain our body, right? So the nutrients present inside those vegetables, those we can say pulses, grains, everything, it has to be gone in our body so that we will get the energy. So once you eat the food, that food will be broken down into smaller pieces and the energy is released. That is digestion, right? So once the food is broken down, as I said, the energy should be released. How the energy is released? To release the energy, something should be there inside us. Okay, something should be there to release the energy from that food. That is nothing but the oxygen. So the digestion happens, only the breakdown of food takes place. Okay, then in the respiration, release of energy or formation of energy takes place. Respiration is not only taking in oxygen, releasing carbon dioxide. When you take the oxygen, their major reaction takes place, that is a formation of energy, production of energy. Then after that, so oxygen goes to every cell of your body. How it goes? You will take the gas from the nose and you will also liberate or release carbon dioxide from the nose. Then how it will go to every part of the body? Just think. Do we have metro or any train inside us? No. We have a very magical fluid inside us. Okay, that is nothing but the blood. So blood transports the oxygen required substances to all the cells present in our body. To all the cells means how many cells? We have trillion of cells, trillion. Every part of our body is made up of a tiny cells. Okay, every cell needs oxygen, every cell needs nutrient, every cell needs water, everything will be transported by a blood. Then once a cell utilizes all these things, take use of all these things like water, oxygen, other nutrients, it will work. After working, it will release some waste. So that waste has to be gone out, has to go out from our body, because when you just dump your home with the dustbins full of dust or a garbage, can you stay at that home for a longer? No, because it stings, it releases, or it allows many mosquitoes to come, it increases the house flies, right? So like that, if garbage or waste increases in our body, is it good? No, it has to be excreted out, it has to be released out. So for that we have excretion process. See how beautifully all these processes are interconnected. Digestion, the food will break down, then after that release of energy takes place by the respiration in presence of oxygen, then oxygen has to be transported by transportation, and the waste generated by a cell should be removed out by excretion. So these all the processes which I said now, these are very, very necessary. And without this, no life can sustain, no life can survive. That is why these processes are called as life processes. Yes, let us begin a chapter, life processes. Okay, fine. Hmm, just a minute. Fine. Okay, just a minute. Hmm. So So all processes are required for survival of living organism, for a survival, or to say a thing is alive. So those processes are called as life processes. So we already discussed the definition of life processes. So in life process, we have nutrition, we have excretion, transportation, as well as, yeah, fine. Nutrition, respiration, transportation, and excretion. First topic is nutrition. So what is nutrition? It is not just taking the food or eating the food is nutrition. That what we ate, the nutrients present inside that food particle has to be utilized, has to be used by our body. Otherwise, you will not grow. Otherwise, you will not grow properly. Because some of the doctors says you should eat the vegetables because you will not get any nutrients at all. It will create any other issues. So all the nutrients, whatever we eat through our food, it should be used or utilized. That process it's called as nutrition. So based on the nutrition, how the organisms prepare their nutrition, based on that, living organisms are categorized into two types, that is autotrophic and heterotrophic. Auto means what? Self here. Trophic means a level. Okay, so the organisms which prepare their own food, so such organisms are called autotrophs, and such process of nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition. Same way, the living organism which depend on other organism for their food, for example human beings, we depend on plants, otherwise animals, for our food. We can't go in the sunlight and prepare our own food. So we are dependent on other organisms directly or indirectly. So such organisms are called heterotrophs, and that process of nutrition is called as heterotrophic. Okay, these are two modes of nutrition: autotrophic plants or certain bacteria, as well as blue-green algae. The green patches, what you see in the where there will be more water, you will skid from that. That is nothing but the algae. The next one is heterotrophic. Heterotrophic, as I said, we are dependent on other organisms for our food. So in heterotrophic, we again have three subtypes, that is saprotrophic, parasitic, and holozoic. Saprophytic means these organisms, they will divide the food outside the body and then they will take, means they will eat the dead and decayed organism. They feed on dead and decayed organism. Okay, then they that is how they will get their nutrition. Example, mushroom as well as bread mold. Bread mold means on the bread, if you keep it in an open atmosphere for many days, you can observe the spots, certain spider-like web after many days. Black spots you can observe, which is called bread mold. So these two organisms, what they will do, they will rely or they are dependent on dead and decayed organisms for their food. Next one is parasitic nutrition. Parasitic nutrition means, the best example is head lice. Head lice, okay. So these head lice present in our present on our head. So what they will do, they will take shelter from us and they will also absorb our nutrients. Okay, they will also absorb our nutrients. So what they are doing, they are not allowing us to use our nutrients, they are absorbing our nutrients. They are not helping us, they are not killing us also, but they are harming us in a one or other way. So such organisms are called parasites, and mode of nutrition is called parasitic nutrition. Leech, what we call leech or jigane, when you go to the marshy or the watery places, like we can say any waterfalls where there will be most moisture and always rain occurring, such places, yana we can call. So there you can find the leeches, jigane we will call in Kannada. So what they will do, they will suck the blood. They will suck the blood. Once they attach to your feet, you will not get to know whether it is stuck to your body or no, but they will suck your blood and they will grow instantly. Then you will realize something is there on my feet. Then you can remove it. Okay, so it is a parasitic. Then next one is holozoic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition means these organisms take the food inside, they divide and break down the food into simple form inside their body. For example, human beings, we will eat chapati. So chapati will be having nothing but the starch. Okay, most of the carbohydrate is present in chapati. So that carbohydrate, when it goes inside our body, it breaks down in the form of a glucose. Okay, rice has a starch in it. When it goes inside our body, it will get breakdown and then it forms the glucose. So the organisms which take the food inside the body and the division or breakdown of food occurs inside the body, such type of nutrition is called holozoic nutrition. So in heterotrophic nutrition, we have three types, that is saprophytic, parasitic, and holozoic. Okay, this is about the modes of nutrition. In the next session, we are going to learn a lot about autotrophic nutrition, that is nutrition in plants. Until that, take care. Have a nice day.